University of Cambridge, Dr. Sirka told a worried audience that scientists have few answers for them.
Since the mass coronal ejection of 2012, the strength of the Earth's magnetic field has increased by a factor of 50,000. This has resulted in huge disturbances in radio and satellite communications, dangerous bands of radiation around the poles, and as we can all see from our window, an aurora borealis that never burns away. Unfortunately, we are stumped as to why this is happening, and if we cannot find an answer soon, it may change the way we live, the way we communicate, even the way we evolve, forever.
Dr. Sirka went on to say,
"Bought you more electrolytes? Oh, new and improved citrus flavor."
Thanks, Sean. How do we fix this? How are you the key to everything? You're a long way from home, Eivor. Some quality stuff here. Would love to play around, but I have bigger things on my mind.
Mint tea is not actually tea, Bex. It's an infusion. It's really just dirty, minty water.
I don't care what you call it, Sean. Did you buy any?
Of course I did, love.
Hey, sorry about pulling you out. The generator was sputtering.
That's fine. I needed air.
How is the Animus data stream? Comfortable?
Felt pretty stable after a while.
Good. Just give me a sec and you can jump back.
Another satellite came down. Did you see?
I did. One of Abstergo's.
That's good.
Well, most of North America...
Right. Even when we win, we lose.
Okay, we're all set. Whenever you're ready, you can jump back in. All right, time to go. Norway to England takes about a week by long ship, so I'll scrub ahead. Layla, you okay?
Sorry. Can you play the message again?
We have the transcript if you're looking for something. I can go and...
No, I want to hear it.
Okay.
I don't mean to be cryptic, it's just... That message led us here, to this place, to a Norse grave in North America. So those bones out there are the only lead we...
Here it is.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed.
Unsettling, that is.
That pulse in the message.
Nothing I can find.
Okay, I'm ready.
Here we go.
There she is. England, our new home.
Not a patch on Norway, but we'll make this land our own soon.
Glad to see any land at all. And will be happy to have my feet on solid ground again.
We must not rush our landing. All you see here is Saxon territory. The Kingdom of Mercia, largely unpacified. There will be eyes watching us from the trees, with bows drawn and traps set. We must be wary. Randi! Dig in your oars! All standing!
Have you spotted something?
Not yet. Well, let us go ahead to clear the path of any dangers. Then follow our lead when the sun brushes the horizon.
Understood! May Thor bless you all on your way! We will see you soon!
Sail on!
Yes! I'm ready for whatever these green-thumbed fairy folk have to throw at us.
Sigurd, do the sons of Ragnar know that we're coming?
They do not, but they will not scoff at our visit. Of the 4 kingdoms in England, the sons of Ragnar have settled only one. The rest is ripe for the taking.
Do we mean to join their army?
No! No! We will speak with them, get the lay of the land, and carve this country into as many pieces as we see fit.
Look ahead there! Is that what passes for a town? Plain brick in a single rune to their timid god?
That rune is called a root, Dag. The cross upon which their god was sacrificed. It sits atop a monastery, a place of worship.
That cross killed their Christ, and now they display it in worship? Bizarre.
We carve idols of our gods and make wishes before them, like our sacrifices to Odin, the One-Eyed.
But we do not worship the wolf that kills him. That is the difference.
Whatever strangeness we see in these Saxons, they must think the same of us.
That... Now there is a symbol worthy of a god. A bolt of lightning would take that cross clean off. Look there! What are they doing?
Ritual drowning.
Baptism, Dag. Are the ways of Christians really so unfamiliar to you?
Not at all. I simply forgot. Someone has to keep the conversation up. It must be priests and worshippers alone in that place. We could storm this port with ease. Sack it without breaking a sweat.
Is there much in the way of treasure there?
Always! They shape precious metals and cut jewels to their gods. There will be a fortune there.
Later, Dag. There will be time enough for raiding once we have settled. come to! Stop the boats! Pull up over there! The way forward is blocked by a chain spanning the river. We must remove it before pressing on.
A chain? Can we cut through it?
It's too thick for access. But there must be a way to release it, somewhere in that camp.
I will go.
And I will be right behind you.
No, Dad. You stay here. Should trouble come our way, I want you defending the ship.
A good idea. Send out the arrow and keep your sharpest axe at hand, huh?
Something like that.
We cannot leave them. The others depend on us. Best not to draw attention here. Be my eyes, Sunan. Go, my eyes.
Well, to each their own, they say. It's goat droppings I find work best for me. As soon as they're on, I feel healthy, pate to toe.
Well, I'll wager the real secret's something to do with the name. The priests are always going on about it when they talk of our Lord. Surely it's always good. Be silent. Mum's cowpat poultices. Scientific.
Too, brother.
Time to die! Take your last breath!
This chain is huge, and poorly anchored it appears. I might be able to shoot it. Path is clear.
Eivor, back to the boat! We should be close, barring any more surprises.
I say we go back, Sigurd. Give those dogs a good knock around and take whatever treasures they have. Easy pickings.
Not today, Dag. We press on until we reach our goal. We cannot afford another surprise. Now be on your guard. It should not be far.
Gods, I'm ravenous. I hope they have food and ale on hand when we arrive. You should have sent word ahead of us, Sigurd, to get something on the spit.
If Halfdan, Ubba and Eivor Ragnarsson are lacking food in England, then all of us will starve. Have no worry.
Ah, I can see it now. A suckling pig.
Those are not Norsemen. They're too ragged and soiled.
We should proceed on foot, lest they struck the boats.
Dag and I will go together.
We all go. If they are friends, I wish to meet them as a Jarl. And if they are foes, then we fight them all, together. Who are these men?
They speak with twisted accents. English, no doubt.
Dag, Eivor! On me!
Oi, what's this? A mess of filthy Danes befouling our riverways? You there? Give us your name.
I am Sigurd Jarl of Fornberg. And you are?
Men who do not take kindly to Dane invaders creeping into our camp. You'd best move along, pagan. Spare yourselves a slaughter.
You threaten Norsemen with a play of swords and expect us to cower?
I have been 8 days at sea without a drop of blood to wet my axe. So spare the chatter, Buckerout, and draw your weapon.
Oh! Let's finish them! Kill these heathen bastards!
You have what you wished for, Dan.
Almost there.
All of you. I want no more surprises.
Right. I'll check the longhouse.
These folks know nothing of tending to the weapons. Careless fools.
Wait! Who are you? Are you with those brigands as well?
Sigurd, Dag, in here. Those men had prisoners.
You there! Untie us! Let us walk and we will not hurt you!
Quite bold in those bindings. I like your spirit.
We are very agreeable people, I promise. You need not kill us.
Peace, friend. We have no need or wish to hurt you. What are your names?
Yenli. I'm a merchant, not a bandit like those others. And this is Rowan.
Rowan, that's right. I'm a stable hand, that's all. I keep horses and, well, I did, till those brigands sold them off.
They meant to sell us next, as slaves to the nearest bidder. But I ripped their eyes out before I let that happen.
And how did you find yourselves here?
We came to trade with the Sons of Ragnar, at Halfdan Jarl's asking. But they were gone when we arrived.
Unbind them. You know the Sons of Ragnar?
Aye. Sold many a mare and stallion to the brothers. Good men. Always paid me fair.
From the look of this camp, they've been gone for some time. Where will you go now? What will you do?
Rebuild my stocks, start anew. I have friends and allies across the land to aid me, but it won't be easy.
Every town and village needs a stable to keep horses fit and trim. I'll find my footing again, somewhere.
What are you thinking?
That we could use their skills as we get settled. Having access to trade and someone to tend our mounts would be a boon.
My thoughts as well. Any friend of the Ragnarsons is a friend of mine. Right, Dag?
Whatever you think is best, Sigurd.
Janli, Rowan, I am Sigurd Jarl of Fornberg, son of Styrbjörn. This is Eivor and Dag. Both of you are free to go, but more than welcome to stay if you're willing to pull your weight.
We'd be happy to, if only to get back on our feet.
Then let it be done. The Raven clan welcomes you. From strangers into friends, into family. The others have arrived. Come.
I have a good feeling about this place.
Honored family, friends, welcome to your new home. Fine work. A longhouse to rival any I've seen. Now come, Randi.
Eivor, Sigurd, I give you England and its 4 kingdoms. Mercia, East Anglia, Northumbria, and Wessex. From the few plans and maps I discovered here, I believe the Sons of Ragnar have pushed further into Mercia, here. My scouts will soon tell me if I am correct.
And where are we?
Here, in this unnamed copse of trees.
Unnamed? We cannot let that stand. What will we call this place?
I might have an idea.
Ravensthorpe, the village of ravens.
I like it. The poet in you sings once again. One day this name will be known throughout all of England.
A name is only a beginning. If we want renown, we must be—
Agreed. We should begin with a forge.
We'll need cargo, supplies.
For that our neighbors will provide, whether they wish to or not.
Scarcely arrived, and now we must raid.
We cannot master this land merely by asking.
I'll go and speak with Gunnar now.
Good work.
Yah!